the reason for this song is because I'm part of the social service office and housing help for City of Kawartha Lakes, Haliburton, and we have a big homelessness initiative and thing that we're doing right now. My stage name is Just Jodi, but my real name is Jodi Timgren, and there's a story behind that. I've had so many first names and last names, that's the reason that I call myself Just Jodi. I do want to do an album, and of course what I want to call it though is planting seeds, right? Because to me it's about just putting an idea out there, and then if they grasp onto it, they move a little bit, then maybe I've done something, and if not, that's okay. But a lot of my music is about the funny, and actually I'm in the midst of writing another one that Joe came up with the concept, so because we've met later in life, and so it's about falling apart together. Originally from Toronto, we lived in Toronto, downtown north of the beaches for a while, and then moved to the suburbs of Toronto. And we had a cottage up here on Canning Lake when I was young. My parents actually built the cottage on Canning Lake, and we spent lots of time there until I was about 5. And then my parents sold the cottage and decided that having a farm in Victoria County, that would be our destination, and we would come up to the farm and do all kinds of things. So I was listening to you intently when you were talking about the chickens, because we had chickens and gardens and, you know, pigs and cattle and the whole 9 yards, not knowing anything. So it was kind of like green acres. And then I raised my kids in Victoria County, or our City of Kawartha Lakes now, and got to move up here to Haliburton 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah, which was my dream, to come back up here from my childhood. So it's come full circle, and it's awesome. I've been singing since, well, as soon as you can talk or sing, I guess, and that's been my primary interest in music, was singing and being in choirs. Another friend had a guitar, and she showed me how to tune it without a tuner, so by doing that on the frets, and I was hooked right then and there with the guitar, because it was transportable and I could take it up to the barn and I could sing my little heart out with a few chords that I knew, which of course we know a lot of songs are like 3 chords and that's all you had to learn, and I could just go up to the barn and play and sing and you know, enjoy myself. Singing has always been my background, and I've been in lots of groups and done weddings and solos, and you know, I like being around music. So I wrote some songs way back when I was first playing the guitar. I would say, you know, my teens. You know, they weren't very happy songs. You know, when you're going through those struggles of you know, sort of pre-teen and everything's changing and you're becoming an adult. I carried them along with me for a while, but I didn't like the energy of them, so maybe that's why I sort of left them on my travels, because I didn't want to carry the energy with me. But I really didn't start songwriting again until I came up here and started going out to the folk society stuff again, and being where I wanted to be, right, moving to Haliburton. And music, I mean, I've always liked to sing and share music of other people, covers. You know, did that for a long time with a group called Aradella that I was in. But sharing my own music with folks, I guess it's everybody up here shares their music, so I thought, well, I might as well. I was really nervous. It was actually my partner's son Jake that just forced me, not forced me, but said, I'm doing the open mic tonight, you've got to come, just come. You know, everybody's so friendly and you know, you don't have to worry or whatever, so I did. And it just, when you're so surrounded by it, it just inspired me to go home and start writing again. But definitely environmental or social issues. I mean, that's where my heart is, so that's what I guess that's what my subconscious thinks about, and so that's what comes out, or that's where I get my concepts. But I also have a sense of humor, so some of my songs come from humor and just everyday life and things that are relatable. As I said, I'm a caseworker at our local social service office and housing health office, and homelessness is a really big issue right now. It's getting worse and worse, actually. I'm passionate about my work and passionate about who I work with and the struggles that people go through. So I wanted to contribute to that through music. We're at the forefront, our municipality actually, of doing some change in Ontario with regard to housing and things that we're doing. And so I wanted to be part of that somehow. So I thought, how could I do that? Well, I could do that by writing a song about it. So as I said, it sort of mulled around in my head for a little while, and then it just came.
Robert was raising a family of 5 in the year of 2005. Afghanistan beckoned for our able-bodied men. Well, this young soldier, he was one of them. Rob kept the peace for our lives to be free, returning to a meager pension with PTSD. Lost his will, his mind, and then his family. Robbie lives on that bench underneath the maple tree. Julie lived on the farm by the old mill pond, enjoying childhood till Uncle Tom came along. Stolen innocence, incest and lies, silencing her and feeding her. No one heard her cries. The years of trauma never recognized. She was easily persuaded to sell herself to guys, numbing pain with meth, opiates and crack cocaine. Julie's under that bridge, keeping out of the rain. Our distance is only 6 degrees of separation, divided by birthplace, time or generation. If we realize we're just extended family, a larger part of our tree of humanity, would we treat them so differently if we knew everyone by name? If we knew everyone by name. Nathan was born into a life of luxury, a silver spoon and a key to university. Amidst revelation, expectation, in a busy world full of risk and temptation, a gene of mental health manifested and showed itself. Soon this brilliant student left his books on the shelf, wasted time and money, or lay around all day. Ups and downs keep Nate on the streets to this day. Our distance is only 6 degrees of separation, divided by birthplace, time or generation. If we realize we're just extended family, a larger part of our tree of humanity, would we treat me. If we knew everyone by name, if we knew everyone by name, if we realized we're just extended family, a larger part of our tree of humanity, would we treat them so differently? If we knew everyone by name, if we knew everyone by